Hello, welcome to another video. So in the previous video I mentioned this article on glucose tolerance and how it affects performance on memory and cognition. And at this time I want to select this article. And it's interesting that glucose related articles are very much liked by journals. I think because of its um, practical interpretation, because diabetes is quite common, and if they demonstrate any relationship between diabetes, glucose and cognition, then it is quite important. So the article seems to be published in very prestigious journal, The Lancet, and it's a review study on glucose regulation, cognition and brain MRI in type 2 diabetes, and it's a review study. Type 2 diabetes is associated with cognitive dysfunction and structural brain changes. Abnormalities in glucose regulation are involved in several complications related to type 2 diabetes, but their role in these cerebral complications is unclear. We systematically reviewed studies of the association between glucose regulation, hypoglycemic events, insulin concentration, insulin resistance and glucose lowering treatment, and cognitive function and brain abnormalities on MRI in people with type 2 diabetes. So it seems we cannot see full article. That's okay. The 86 papers, there are many papers included, show that. I think this is a systematic review, otherwise I don't think they publish in Lancet, and I think in the literature we cannot find more than 86 papers on this topic. The 86 papers included showed that glycemia, particularly high concentration, and glucose variability are negatively associated with cognitive function in people with type 2 diabetes without dementia. I think their age is also important, but I don't think they can just summarize their age because there are 86 studies. However, the strength of this association is weak and accounted for less than, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one, accounted for less than 10% of the variance in cognition. It's quite high variance actually. Importantly, few studies have measured long-term cerebral outcomes such as dementia, structural brain change on MRI, and the effects of glucose lowering treatment on these outcomes. More randomized controlled trials are needed to establish the effect of glucose lowering treatment on long-term cognitive function in people with type 2 diabetes. So this is interesting, like less than 10% of the variance in cognition. I think it's not really weak association, but I don't know, maybe I misunderstand what they mean here. Maybe it's something else. I think it's about a prediction, I guess, like because it says accounted for, and we are not sure how they calculate it actually. So also we have to read the full article to understand what this number really means. And more importantly, glucose has something to do with cognition, and many studies investigated by using MRI, and so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you can if you can find the full article, and I think you will understand more than the abstract. And thanks for watching this video. I wish you a beautiful day.